Everybody, and welcome back. In this topic, what we're going to do is we are going to cover the coiled feeling in the downswing, and it's really in the transition, okay? Because when you get coiled the way, make sure you go back and watch the other video if you haven't seen it yet, because this is going to be an eye-opener. It's going to change your way you approach your golf swing, and the reality is you're going to start feeling things that everybody says feel isn't real. Well, the reason feel hasn't been real for a lot of people is because there's no way to feel what's really happening when you do it the way that most of the instructors online are telling you. It's just, you don't really feel the coil and all these things. But as a quick recap to that other video, I explained in detail how to take this trail hand, put it on top of the right hand, and then start the move this way. So I'm already starting to wind up, and then I'm coiled. Now, man, I am just so coiled from right here that it's ridiculous. And then what happens, okay, this is a little extra tidbit of information. This right foot, or my trail foot, when it's faced where it's at, you gotta remember, Hogan had that extra spike in his right shoe. So when he was, coming back, that pressure point in the foot, if you will, feels like it's grounded into the ground, but as I'm making these moves, it feels like it's grinding in and it's turning pressure-wise, clockwise with the foot as I'm making these moves, okay? There's a lot more to it, but for simplicity, that's what we've got to understand. So all of a sudden, that creates the nice leg brace because there's a connection to the ground that's going to let us get to the top, and then we'll be like that. But now I'm so coiled that as I'm continuing to coil, there goes my lower body. And that transition move where Hogan is like this, he's coiled. Now, because there's going to be another video about this, so make sure you watch that. But as he gets to the top, it is the coil of the body that causes that to happen. He is not trying to move laterally. It's a reaction of how tight this coil is, and the body just responds to that, and it goes that way. Now, this video is about the downswing, so we've got to understand the coil as far as the downswing goes. So we've made the correct feelings now, which all you got to do is pick up a club from here on out. You're going to feel it every time. So now it's just, we're at the top. Now, in the downswing, keep that tension. Keep this tension, coiled feeling like you're going like this coming through, and then it's just, aha, there you go. Because that tension, we don't want to let that live tension escape from us until we're really coming through that shot, you know what I mean? And when you can understand that, this is where you're going to hit it further. You're going to hit it straighter because you have so much power stored up in this coil. And let me tell you, it does not have to do with your flexibility. Everybody in the world can do this. Stretch it, feel it stretch, feel it getting around you. That's coil. This is not. There's nothing to that. Great, put my arms up, swing, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. What matters is we've got to learn how to coil. And when we learn how to coil, the body can now wind up, and then it can unwind as we're coming down. Okay, so when we can really start understanding, the downswing is just managing this coiled feeling. Now as I start coming down, where the legs get back to square, now it's just, I'm going to unleash everything I've got through the shot. So if we look at it this way, we're going to be right hand over, we're coiled like a son of a gun. Now when I'm coming down, it's keep this coiled feeling as long as I possibly can, and then those hands are going to come through there and whip through. So we can understand this, guys. The downswing is just how long can we keep that live tension. That live tension is, if you wind up, you're going to feel it, and then the hands are going to be right there, and then it's, there we go, we're coming down, we're coming down. Now, I still, believe it or not, I still have this tension at this point. And then I'm, gonna come right through. So hopefully that's gonna help. There's some drills and stuff that you can do with it. So the slow motion drill is gonna be get coiled. Now, in super slow motion, once you get coiled right here, let that movement happen, and then it's that. Okay, so again, we'll do it one more time. We're gonna get coiled. Now we're going with our buttocks. See how I'm still back, but it's back because I'm trying to resist with this coiled feeling. Now in slow motion, here I come. I've still got that coil, and then I'll, come up and come out of it. Pretty simple stuff to do. All right, we'll look for you in the next video. Hopefully that's gonna help.